for death planning, it seems quite popular as well, especially with probably because of government greater emphasis by government on advanced medical directives such as palliative care and death planning as a whole. Assessing the risk of the various strategies, we actually find that market penetration poses this risk. This is because the company is working on its existing services and existing products. It's not venturing into new territory. As we move on, product development would imply a greater amount of risk. This is because the company will be experimenting with new products. This is similar for market development as well. There is going to be an experimentation of current products in new markets. Finally, diversification would actually be the strategy of highest risk, because the company will be entering entirely uncharted territory, selling new products in new markets. So how does this all fit together? We feel that diversification might not be that good an idea in the short run, because although it can actually aid in reducing the negative consumer perception, it's of high risk, and it might not be very appealing to some, especially for funeral caskets. Nobody would like coffin in their house. Also, there are no barriers to entry in this trade, so it means that by virtue of the fact that the company is very, very small, it is the risk exposure to competitors actually entering the trade would be very high. However, we feel that this might still be viable in the long run, as seen by the positive welcome towards Memorial Diamonds. To go on, under market development strategy will involve tech funeral as mentioned earlier. We find that this is quite feasible in maybe the mid-term, because of the increased emotional attachment to animals, as shown by various studies. So the growing trend of human activities provided pets also make it reasonable to think that funerals would be a viable solution for pets. The company has necessary context and infrastructure in place, and however, there might be the risk of confusion for extension of product line. Something that the company can think about would be actually product development in terms of pre-death planning. The company can increase emphasis. Government increased emphasis on pre-death planning. There's the possibility of partnership with insurance companies to provide insurance premiums that will cover the funeral service. This is very popular in the United States. This also would actually help the company increase their brand equity when they are seen partnering with insurance giants. However, there are no barriers to entry again by competitors. This means that a large competitor like Singapore Casket could enter. So what we feel is most pertinent to the company would be to improve its existing service quality. As seen by the perceived value, we actually find that the company is doing well in value for money, and which is also quite important to satisfaction. However, although the service quality is marginally better or considerably better, than the rest of its competitors, we feel that it can still be improved. So very good service or high service quality would actually ensure customer satisfaction. This will then generate positive word of mouth, and this will help to mitigate the problems of the marketing challenges that I faced earlier. So in conclusion, we have put you through the marketing challenges faced by the company and tried to mitigate this through the introduction of various strategies and supported based on the NSOF product market growth matrix. We also have considered the risk of each strategy and the feasibility of doing so. And ultimately, we would like to finally conclude that the company will definitely have to assess the cost and benefits of implementing the various strategies before putting it in place. Right? To end, let's just leave you with a more humorous tip.
听讲咱那有是3个字啦，是有胃健康，风水佫真好嘞。胃镜佫8来钱的啦，一个靠38千，靠38千，那5000那个，那钱还是会死，会在做花嘞。5000啦，唔错，我那就我写了咯。你听你无听了啊？对，会使用时间买。
Alright, thank you. Any questions?
Questions from the floor, please.
Can I just ask how much does a Memorial Diamond cost?
Memorial Diamonds actually is competitively priced. So if you compare carat to carat, it's 90% cheaper than normal natural diamond.
90%.
Yeah. Sorry, 90% the cost. Right?
Oh, okay.
Just now you mentioned that there's government regulation in place where the company cannot actually solicit their services. But you mentioned something earlier as well as part of the recommendation that they actually do pre-death planning in that sense.
Correct. Solicitation cannot be done in hospitals. this is not only just for funeral directors, for lawyers and everything, because that is basically the most profitable place for anyone to go when anyone dies or meets an accident. So, but for although soliciting is not allowed, but tying up with like lawyers in drafting the last will and testament, as well as tying with insurance firms to actually provide the insurance premium that will cover the funeral services on the onset of death. That is a feasible and that is a viable option for the company, and there are no existing government regulations that prohibit so.
Our group has actually emailed NTUC Income about the feasibility of such products, and they are quite positive on it. So yeah.
Question, please. Sorry.
Yes.
Do you think that if the customer wants to bury himself with that company, and they also bury dogs?
Singapore actually burial is only limited because of our limited space. Burial is only limited to term of 5 years, and after you have to be cremated. And dogs can not strictly be buried at all. Animals there are no animal cemeteries in Singapore. So, but they have pet columbariums where there are niches where you can put ashes there, and that is found in Pasir. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
That's the last question. I think it's a very interesting presentation. Now, when you want to have pet funeral, do you think that will have any effect on human funeral?
Definitely, we mentioned earlier that the line extension strategy might cause some confusion.
So,
However, it's still a viable alternative in the long run, and the company can actually, like what Toyota did, probably branch out. Yeah.
have a different brand name?
Yes, that's correct.
In fact, they did that for Taoist and
Yeah, they did it for their Taoist and Christian services because there might be some sensitivity involved for Christians.
Thank you very much. Okay, consider a round of applause. So, the second group is